Hi everyone, welcome to Colouring with Kay and thank you for joining me today. So in this video I'm just doing a sort of, I guess, a limited colour along. So quite a lot of it will be pencil. I did the background in another video. I think it was the February colouring update video. So I'm just using, all the materials will be listed in the description below, but blend 1. So this is Polychromos Cobalt Green. In fact, I think I'm just using polys at the moment, but if I change, I will definitely let you know. So Cobalt Green is the colour that I'm using at the moment. So it's quite a big blend, is blend 1. It's Cobalt Green, Cobalt Turquoise, Bluish Turquoise, Prussian Blue, Indanthrene Blue and Black. So I think that's my second colour that I'm using now. Best thing I like about polys is the fact that you can just layer and layer and the paper will generally take it. So that's always an advantage. So I think this is the bluish turquoise. And I'm sort of just working my way from the edge inwards. Just darkening up the edges really. And then my next colour. So while I am just putting on the colours there for blend 1, how are you guys? What are you colouring at the moment? I mean, it looks like quite a simple image, this one. But it still takes quite a while. So now it's black actually. So that was Indanthrene blue. That was Indanthrene blue. And then now I'm adding some black. Professional artists don't like to use black from what I've heard. But I really like it. I like adding sharp contrast. So I use it. Okay, so blend 2 is now working my way inwards from the blue because I sort of wanted like some of the colours from the background I wanted in the Seahorse itself. So I'm using cream to like be the linking colour to the earth neutral colours that I'm going to use for the central body of the Seahorse. So yeah, you can see that I'm adding dark Naples ochre 184. Like I said, I will link all of the blends and the colours just in case you're interested. So now it's the burnt ochre 187. And so the whole idea was to try to use some of the background colours in the on the body of the Seahorse, just to make it a bit more cohesive, I guess. And I wanted a contrast, but I also wanted something to link it in with the background. So that was the idea behind it. But yeah, if you're interested in the background, please do have a look at the February colouring update video, because that is where I used the Distress Oxide inks and the Cosmic Shimmer Pixie Sparkle Dusts for the background. So yep, I think I'm using burnt sienna there. One of my favourite colours actually. I think it's a beautiful colour. Right, next we are using, I think, is it the light yellow glaze? Possibly, yeah, I think it's a light yellow glaze, working into the strange, I don't know what to call them, cadmium yellow now, cadmium yellow lemon. managed to make the camera focus. So yeah, it looks like a bit like coral. So the coral things at the back of the Seahorse, this would not, it would not focus for some reason. That was the grass green anyway. You can see them adding a few different blends. This is blend 3 that I'm working on at the moment for the back of the Seahorse. Now it's the light phthalo green. And then I continue that for the rest of the Seahorse all the way down its body off camera. So that bit is now done. Now I'm working on the, I don't even know what you call them, but is it their wings or not flippers? But yeah, there's sort of the things that propel them, the little motorised things. But I think what I'm using the same colours as blend 1 for these parts of its body, just so again I'm not using too many different blends. So that's just the cobalt green, I think. And then working on the cobalt turquoise, etc. So yeah, what other news can I talk about? Because this could be like a little colouring chat as well, because I don't want you to get so bored while I'm just colouring with pencils. Channel news, well, I've tried a few acrylic markers out. I think this month that were sent to me by Lightwish. They were really nice. Enjoyed using them. I'm using acrylic markers in colouring more and more actually, but the main two ways that I'm thinking of that I'm actually using them is for backgrounds and also to get rid of the black lines. So yeah, I've done the rest of, I'll be doing the other two sort of parts of the Seahorse's body with blend 4, where I'm using violet 138, blue violet 137 and Delft blue 141, because I wanted to use a bit of purple. I really like that combination of blends of purple, blue and green, because they go really well together. So now what I'm using, now I didn't write these down because these are just pastel shaded pencils that you need to put in a rainbow order. So they can be any order of blends, but colours that go with each other or colours that are next to each other on the colour wheel, you can place next to each other. So that's what I've done on the crystals themselves. And now I'm just showing you what it looks like so far. So I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the lamp itself. So I decided to use my Brutfuner square pencils. And honestly, I really enjoyed using them. They are really good budget pencils, I have to say. And they are, in my opinion, a good budget price. Because many pencils are actually mid-range priced, but are still considered to be budget, but don't work as well as these Brutfuners on this paper anyway. So for the flame, I used 002, 050 and 005. I will link all the, I will put all the pencils that I used in the description. So for the candle, I use 069, 071 and 011. And then for the lamp itself, I used 092, 093 and 117. So I just used sort of colours that were fairly neutral, I guess, and that would go with the rest of the page. And I wanted to show a little bit of a glow from the lamp. And just a little bit of shading there. But yeah, these Brutfuner squares definitely work really well in Hannah Karlzon's books on the paper. So just adding in my shading there on the edges of the lamp. And then the ribbon is 038 and 086. I decided to do it in blue. The pencils went down really nicely, really smooth, blended very easily. For the Brutfuner squares, I used the Dahl 133 sharpener. It was recommended to me, and I have to say they sharpen really well with that sharpener. So now the darker colour is 086. So I'm quite happy with how the ribbons come out there. So now I'm going to use my Gansai Tambi Opal colour watercolours. So I am putting these over the actual crystals on which I'd already used some of my pastel shade colours of the Holbein pencils. I think they were that. Yeah, you can use any pastel shade pencils, you know, there's Castle Arts, there's all sorts, Pastelos, so any pastel shaded pencils. And I usually colour crystals this way, where I just, you know, use a rainbow of light colours on the crystals, and then I use my opal colours on top to give it a sort of a shimmer, and it works quite well. And then what I do afterwards is use my white Posca to go over the black lines on the crystals, just so that, you know, because you wouldn't really have black lines on the edges of the crystals, and white goes with it better. So yeah, so I think I might have done that off camera. I can't remember, sorry, I'm off camera right now and haven't realised. But I am adding some Lizzie's Studio watercolours. These are the unicorn set. It's the unicorn set that I'm using. It's actually on a dot card that I purchased a while ago, but the shop is called Lizzie's Studio Watercolours, and she sells some gorgeous watercolour paints, which the shades of which I haven't seen in other shops. And the unicorn set is absolutely stunning, and I just recently bought a small pan set of that because I was waiting for her to come out with that, because it was only available as a dot card previously. Now I'm using the Reneeissance Colours Countdown to Christmas colourshift paint for the little dots, just to add a bit more embellishment, basically a little bit more shiny stuff to, you know, jazz up the picture, I guess. And now my Faber Castell Pitt black pen to go around the black lines of some of the details. I've always done that because when you use metallic paint, it sort of fades out the black lines in places and it looks a little bit messy. So I like to neaten it up. Now I'm using my Sakura Jelly Roll black glaze for some of the details, and then finally some gold paint. I think this is from the Art Spirits again from Etsy, the gold set, the yellow gold, and I think it's the darker gold for the dots in the background, and then just white Posca highlights in places. This is my favourite bit actually of a page, is the end part where you add all your fancy stuff, you know, with the embellishments and stuff. So now I'm using the Art Spirits gold again to do the border, because I actually forgotten about it, but yeah, I thought it definitely needs the border colouring in, because that will go with the gold dots in the background. And so then I think I do the rest of it off camera, and then my glitter Posca markers, I decided to add a little bit of glitter marker spots around the edges or around the body of the Seahorse. So I think I used green and a little bit of blue. I think I got these from Amazon Japan, but I think they're available on Amazon UK as well. And I think these were my final little additions. You can see I've already gone over the crystals with my white Posca. And yeah, that's it. That's my page. I hope you like it. And I hope you enjoyed this short little colour along. So until next time, guys, take care. Happy colouring. Bye.